Hi guys, Ashley from Ash Cash Budget here. If you're new to this channel, I am following the Dave Ramsey baby steps. I am on baby step number 2, paying off about $42,000 in debt. If you're interested to continue following along in my journey, click the little red subscribe button down below. Today I'm going over my August 2018 budget plan. Right now I'm sitting at $154.64 over budget, but I do have variable income, so it fluctuates. This is where we're going to start with, and then if I do need to make cuts, I'll make it after my first paycheck, after I kind of see what I'm going to get there and what I might get for my second paycheck. Right now, this is my income for the month. I am estimating about $700 for my first one and about $1,200 for my second one. Now these can go up or down, but I try to at least guess what my minimum amount should be. So this should at least be what I'm getting, which means that I could easily come up with this extra $154.64 before the end of the month just with my regular income. My boyfriend, this is his half of the bills for the moment. And then I am going to try to aim for $150 in side hustles. So if I don't come up with that $150, that means I'm about $300 below my budget plan for the month. Like I have a Capital One referral, I just have to wait for the hold to come up. The inbox dollars, I should get something from that this month. I'm going to try really hard to maybe get like $40 from that. And then I'll just have to come up with the rest of the side hustles after that. And whenever I post my July budget report, you'll see what kind of stuff I've been doing for side hustles. Because I can't really get like another part-time job just because of the variable times and days for my main job. I kind of have to keep things open and clear. So I've found some things that I can do at home just to make a little bit extra. It's not much, but it definitely adds a little bit to my income. And right here is my favorites, and this is my Fed loan snowball payment amount, $425. Now $425 is the current actual snowball amount. You'll see that when I talk about my debt down below. In July, once I post my budget report, I was kind of torn on my savings. So I'm just going to say that this month in August, I definitely am going to add to my savings. So I will be adding $50 for sure to car maintenance and the medical, $10 for registration, $20 for phone, $30 for gifts, and $25 for shows. Now if for some reason my income is not enough, I can always cut like the shows. But this month I want to make sure I can at least do my minimum contributions to my sinking funds as well as the minimum snowball. Housing is all of my household bills. Me and my boyfriend split together, so rent of course is always $850 for this place. City is, I took it down to $80. I usually don't estimate like this. Usually I just carry over from the month before, but last month it was a little bit higher than usual because they did not read my gas meter, and the city covers like gas, trash, water, and all that stuff, but they didn't read my gas meter for my June bill, so I kind of got a double reading in July. So I'm hoping that'll at least go down to $80 if they make sure to check it this month, but it shouldn't be as much as last month. Electricity will maybe go up because it's still the hot summer months. I just carried that over from last month, which was $77.28. And then I took the amount for cable internet from June because last month in July my boyfriend had ordered another movie. He has to pay for that. So I just took the amount from the one in June since last month was a little higher due to that movie. So that was $249.47. I really don't like it. It's something that my boyfriend wants to keep, and I kind of really want to get rid of at least the cable part of this. I do want to shop around maybe for internet so that I can see if anybody has higher speeds than what CenturyLink gives me right now. After all of the bills have come in, it actually gives me a total down here, and then I can just divide that in half for what my boyfriend owes me. The regular bills are my bills by myself. These are the ones that I am solely responsible for. The phone, last month it was $86.27, so I just carry that over. Car insurance has been $100. This is the month where we need to renew again, so we'll see what the price is. It might be still $100. And then health insurance, $150. I actually have this here so I can make sure to log it. I take it off of my boyfriend's half because I'm basically paying him back for the health insurance that I get through his work. Miscellaneous is for things that might be specific to the month. For instance, like Mother's Day or Father's Day. So usually I should not have anything in the miscellaneous, but it's kind of to pick those things up where it doesn't go into a certain category, it's just on its own. There's a really loud bird outside, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he is chirping away. Here are my cash envelopes for the month. I am funding a little bit more than last month, but I'm still not funding everything since I don't have a whole lot. Now, if I make more money from my regular job than just my debt snowball minimum, I might add to a couple of these categories, but we'll see how the month goes. But gas, of course, is important, especially because I commute to my job. I'm bringing that back up to $100 per paycheck, $200 for the month. Last month I was able to take down one of the paychecks down to $70, but since work will be picking back up, I'm going to put $100 per paycheck. Although the gas has gone down a little bit in price lately, so that's been good, but we'll see if it continues to trend downward. Medical is always a non-negotiable, $25 per paycheck, $50 for the month, and cats is a non-negotiable, $20 per paycheck and $40 for the month. Personal, I'm going to go ahead and bring back up. I did cut it down. Usually my minimum amount is $50 per paycheck, $100 for the month, and last month for my last paycheck, I took it down to $20. So I was actually able to cut a lot out. But I'm going to go ahead and bring it back up a little bit and do $150. If I have to cut that extra $50 out, I definitely can. But this is just kind of what I want to aim for, and that gives me a point to try to reach in my income goals and my side hustle goals. Hair, I do need to get a haircut pretty soon, and I'd like to get one before the summer is over. So I definitely want to go ahead and add $20 per paycheck, $40 for the month, because I've kind of skipped out on it for a few paychecks, which is fine. I do have enough maybe in there for a haircut, but I don't want to chance it because I like to make sure I tip enough. Plus, I think I'm going to need some maybe dry shampoo later this month, so I just want to make sure I have enough for that. Of course, if I absolutely have to, I can cut that out. Clothing, I'll go ahead and cut out for this month. I feel really good that I have a little bit left in there in case if I need to get some more work pants or some socks or stuff like that. I went shopping not too long ago, so I have some stuff for when I'm not at work. And finally, the wallet money. I might be going out of town again for work. Now, yes, I work out of town in general, but there's another place about 2 hours away where we go sometimes. So I just want to make sure that I have enough money to tip in case I go out there. I still have a little bit of money in my wallet money, but I want to be safe about that. So I'm going to add $20 for sure when I get my first paycheck for the month. And then the second paycheck, I plan on not putting anything unless for some reason I get a lot more money than what I'm originally expecting at this moment. Groceries and household, I've talked about this before, is mostly covered by the church checks that me and my boyfriend get for doing church services. We do sound for church on Sundays. And so since we both do that, we just put that money right into the groceries and household. So it's pretty much covered. It's just when I make more than enough money, I put some of my own personal money in there. So I am not doing that this month. Finally, we're down into the debt section. I actually forgot to update this because I did want to get rid of these, but since I carried it over from the last month, it just added them on there. So I'm going to delete all of these. Now these were all of my past consumer debts that I have paid off now, and I am done. And it was kind of nice seeing them on here, but it is getting a little crowded and cluttered, so I'm going to get rid of them going forward. All that's left is my student loans. Now the deal with my student loans is I have 7 student loans. They're all under Fed loan, and when I make my minimum payment of $130, it splits it out between all 7, but I can make individualized payments. The way that this is going to work out, I set myself up for automatic payments. It does take off like 0.25% off of the interest, which is not a huge deal, but it'll at least bring it down a little bit. So I set up an automatic payment to do my minimum payment so it can spread out for all 7. So that's my $130. My recording cut off, so I don't know exactly where I left off. The 425 plus the 130 equals 555, which at the beginning of my debt journey, or somewhere around there, my minimum payments came out to $555, which is why that is what it is. That is the classic snowball amount. Of course, I would love to put more, but we'll see how the month goes, because I also want to, last month was such a low income month that I also kind of want to balance back with my sinking funds and a little bit more with my cash envelopes, not adding everything, and then hitting that goal of doing the traditional debt snowball payment, and then we'll see where I can go from there. But I'm fairly confident I can at least make that $154.64 up within the month. We'll definitely see a little bit more after I get paid and where I am in the middle of the month with my side hustles. So stay tuned for all of that. We'll see where I am in my budget update. I will of course put the links up above to subscribe and another video that YouTube will suggest for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.